What's up, Fragrant World? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. Let's dive right into this. I was tagged by CJCityTV. I'm always late to your tags. I know it's been weeks, at least maybe a month since you tagged me, but we're here. I'm making the video, and this has been circulating for a while now, at least maybe a year now. Different reviewers have been broaching this topic, and we're talking about how I would spend $250 as a newbie to fragrances. So this serves as kind of both, again, an insight as to how I might spend $250 if I'm just starting with fragrances, or it can also serve as a guide to those of you who might be just starting out, getting some things on your radar, some places to look, and just give some direction to the start of your journey. Now, I got a few things that I want to have in place to explain the list of fragrances I have for you. Number one, these are all fragrances in my collection. So there are fragrances that I may have put on this list if I had them, but I don't. So we're going from my collection, which I am proud of. I'm proud of what I have here, but there was at least one or two that I wanted to include, and maybe I'll mention them as honorable mentions because I think they're great for the newbie to get. Secondly, all the pricing on these fragrance bottles are from fragrancenet.com. That is where I'm sourcing my pricing. Those are some of the best prices you can find online in terms of discounters. I know maybe not everyone has access to FragranceNet depending on which part of the world you're in, but I know a lot of us do. So that's where I'm getting my pricing, and also something to keep in mind, it's very volatile. These prices could change. So today is January the 19th, 2020, the day I'm recording this. There's no guarantee that even a week from now or even tomorrow that these prices will be the same. So just keep that in mind. Also, I am going for the smallest bottle sizes that I can find, and that is tied to the pricing. So I'm getting the lowest prices for the fragrances, and that is because I'm getting the smallest bottles. So if you're looking for big bottles, then that's on you. They're gonna be at least $15 to $20 more than the smaller bottles. So again, keep that in mind. And finally, one of the last criteria I wanted for this list is all these fragrances are relatively on the safe side. As a newbie, we got to build confidence first. You have to build fragrant confidence. So there's a few fragrances, again, I may have put here if it was me and my taste as I am now. But if I think back to how I was a few years ago, those fragrances that I would love now, I would find pretty polarizing at that time. So I'm taking that into account as well. So you as a newbie can, have some fragrances you won't have any problem spraying on and not feel self-conscious if it's too strong or if it's not going to be likable, the scent is too strange. You won't have to worry about it. I got you covered. So let's dive in. I have basically 5 categories. The 5 categories are casual warm weather, formal warm weather, casual cool weather, formal cool weather, and dumb reach. All right, so let's dive into it. Casual warm weather. I decided to go with a fragrance that is well liked and, pretty popular, I would say. Maybe not leading its class in terms of this bracket of fragrances, but it's a major contender. A few years old now, from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. This is Light Blue Eau Intense, whatever you want to say. And this is relatively new to me. I got it after the summer, so I haven't really worn it yet. It's cool where I am now. It's kind of chilly, but man, this is gonna be a stunner in the summertime. And this is a great scent to pick up as a newbie. The DNA is tried and true. They've improved upon it with the intense version. Great performance for a fresh fragrance, but it has a nice bit of sweetness to it, so it makes it even more likable. Beautiful scent to wear in the daytime. Again, casual days out, wear it. This is good stuff. It's aquatic, it's fresh, and again, kind of sweet. Really, really nice stuff. That's Light Blue Eau Intense. And for formal warm weather, this is one that can be worn day or night. I think it does shine in the daytime, but you can pull this off in the night. The scent profile is very elegant, very classy, very it's nice. You come off as a nice person when you wear this. And this is L'Homme Ideal Cologne. I would just go ahead and scoop this up as soon as you can because this is discontinued. You can still find it for a good price. Speaking of price, how could I forget? Going back to the Dolce & Gabbana, $34 on FragranceNet for the bottle size you have here, which is 50 ml. 50 milliliters, $34. So we'll do the math. That's $250 minus 34. You can see it on screen. Now back to the Guerlain. Man, I love this fragrance. It's light, it's fresh, it's kind of lemony. There's no lemon, I think, allegedly. You don't see lemon in the breakdown, but grapefruit. It's creamy and sweet. It's kind of sparkly with some pink pepper. It's grounded by some vetiver, I think. It's just, again, very gentlemanly, but it's also kind of light and playful, but also, you know, again, just very classy. Really, really classy stuff, and one I think would work perfectly for those formal occasions in the warm weather. This is good stuff, and this bottle is still relatively cheap, even though discontinued. Buy it now while it's still cheap. You can find this on FragranceNet for 20 bucks in this size. $20 for fantastic quality. Go for it. So we've spent $56 so far. All right, let's keep it going. All right, now we're moving into the cool weather. A casual cool weather scent. This works day or night, but it really goes for the nighttime, I would say, in terms of casual nights out, when you just want to smell very sensual and just kind of sexy and irresistible and interesting. This is Azzaro's Wanted by Night. And this is one I'm enjoying more and more. I love this scent, especially as it dries down. When you spray it on at first, it's a little basic. It's just kind of very candy, sweet, fresh, a little spicy, you know. It's very attention grabbing, but as it dries, that tobacco, the cumin comes out, it gives it kind of a earthy, almost scratchy quality, but in a good way. It's kind of rough as it dries, and it's just very masculine and very intriguing. You know, you walk past people, they will pick it up because performance is great, and you're gonna get their attention. This is good stuff for the nighttime, but you can pull it off in the day as well, again, during the cool weather. And this is going for $46 on FragranceNet right now for this 50 milliliter size. So again, math will be on the screen. Future Justin, I trust you know how to do math.
Are you kidding me? Without me, you wouldn't have a chance.
I know.
Are you crazy?
I know you can do math. I didn't mean to insult you.
Yes, I can do math.
All right.
Just do your job.
Okay.
Stick to your
Let's
job.
move on. All right, for the formal cool weather. Those of you who know me, you know what this is. I almost left it off. I almost tried to replace it with something else, but this one just fits my criteria so much better. We got Vintage from John Varvatos. The reason why this is here is because of you, the viewer. I've gotten so much feedback from so many of you over the years who have purchased this fragrance by my recommendation and love it. And I am so taken aback by that. I can't believe it. I thought I would be the only one who would really love this scent, but a lot of you guys have really expressed how much you enjoy it. Some of you said you don't care for it. Some of you have even said you hate it, and that's totally fine, but an overwhelming majority has said that they enjoy the scent. So had to throw it on the list. This is classiness in a bottle. You want to smell like a sophisticated gentleman. This is it, especially at night when you're dressed in a suit. It's the right blend of everything, really. It's dark and sweet and kind of leathery, but has an aromatic nature to it. It's mysterious, but it's just like you want to get close to it. But it's so refined. I love this stuff. And John Varvatos Vintage, this is the large bottle. This is 125 milliliter, which you don't need. They do make a 75 milliliter bottle, and that's gonna go for about $31. So not much at all. Here's the math. You can see how much we have left.
You know what? Hey guys, this is Future Justin. I'm gonna take a moment to just interject, so just give me a second. Because this guy you're looking at on screen, he doesn't know how important I am. He doesn't know that he would not have a channel if it wasn't for me editing these videos after the fact, alright? Now, it might seem kind of paradoxical that the both of us are coexisting and communicating, but that's beside the point. The point is that this math on the screen, you see it? That's me. Alright? Without me, there is no Stay Fresh Productions. You're welcome. Have a great day. Enjoy the video.
So we're going to move on to the dumb reach category. And I have kind of a cheap or inexpensive dumb reach, and I have a more expensive, slightly higher quality dumb reach, if you will. First up, Tommy for Men. An absolute classic, came out in the 1990s, composed by Alberto Marias. Tried and true, a lot of people grew up on this stuff. The scent DNA, it smells like the 90s, but it carries on into today. You can pull this off anywhere, anytime. Performance isn't great, but at least on me, it's not bad. I wear this all year round when I don't know what to wear. If you're not sure what a dumb reach is, that's exactly what it is. A fragrance to reach for when you just really don't know what to put on. And you can go anywhere with confidence knowing that you smell great. And yeah, it's a no-brainer scent. So that's Tommy for Men, fresh, kind of sweet, a little bit herbaceous. There's mint, apple, lavender. It's really, really nice. And you can get a tester bottle of this, I think in this size as well, if not smaller. This is 100 milliliter for 22 bucks on FragranceNet. So it's probably going to come without the, the official box and all that, but you don't need that. It's such a cheap fragrance. You just need the bottle. $22 for a fantastic dumb reach scent. Can't go wrong. That's Tommy for Men from Tommy Hilfiger. And finally, I was gonna put Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme in this spot. It happens to be the same price as the fragrance I'm gonna talk about, but I don't own it anymore. I used to. In fact, I had 2 bottles at one time. I got rid of them years back. I kind of regret it. I might end up reacquiring that scent. It's a fantastic fragrance. It gets you tons of compliments. You can wear it anywhere, any time of the year. That is one of the best dumb reaches, in my opinion. I take that over Bleu de Chanel. I take it over Dior Sauvage, Versace Dylan Blue, Aqua di Gio. I take it over all of those. Chanel Allure Homme Sport. That's the one because of that sweetness. The sweetness. And I love the way that George from The Fragrance Apprentice had put it. I don't remember exactly what he said about fragrances that get compliments. You have this nice balance of freshness with sweetness, and then maybe grounded by something earthy or musky. But that sweetness in that fragrance is what makes it stand apart. Anyway, I'm rambling. You get the idea. That one goes for $95. So if you want to check that one out, you can only really get it at major retail stores. You're not going to find it on discounters, because Chanel has a tight grip on their distribution. I found it at Sephora. If you want to get it for 95 bucks at Sephora, that was some of the best prices I could find. So check that out. But for now, we're going to talk about my final pick from the House of Parfums Vintage. Yes, hate me if you will. This is called Emperor Eau de Parfum. All right, now this is a clone of the popular niche fragrance Creed Aventus, and I would take this over Aventus at this point in time. $95 on the Parfums Vintage website right now. They have a bunch of iterations. I have a few others, but I decided to go with this one. It's the most balanced in terms of the scent profile, fruity versus musky and smoky. Everything is all kind of there in a nice blend. This is fresh. You got citrus, you got fruits, black currant, you got pineapple, apple. It's a little bit floral in the heart, but it dries down to some very masculine woods and musk and even some vanilla. It's just a perfect little blend of everything you could want in a fragrance that's going to be easy to wear, that's going to be likable. And this one has great performance. I have fantastic scent trail when I wear this, the sillage. As you walk, it will linger behind you. People will smell it and they will love it. I've gotten a lot of compliments with this fragrance, and you will too. I really like this one. I'm tired of Aventus colognes, to be honest, but this one I can appreciate. This is the best one to my nose that I've smelled so far, bar none. And this is one I recommend you check out. Looking for a dumb reach, something that smells of quality, smells a little different from your Macy's counter fragrances, then check out Emperor Eau de Parfum. This is the Eau de Parfum, by the way, not the Extrait, which goes for at least $100 and something. That's that. So if I did my math right, we should be at around 248 bucks. So you got $2 to spare. So use that $2, go to your nearest drugstore and pick you up some deodorant, because no fragrance is a substitute for good hygiene. All right, make sure you guys are bathing, wear deodorant, and then put on your fragrance. Because if you start stinking up in here, yeah, you might as well not even have sprayed anything on. You're just undoing all that good fragrance. So now's the time where I need to tag someone. I don't know if you've done this already. I checked your channel, I couldn't find a video, but let me know if you have already done it. Chad from A Gentleman's Journey, I'm tagging you. We know that you love your cheapies, so I know you have a large library to choose from. Let us know what fragrances you would pick if you had $250 to spend as a beginner. You don't have to do it in the same format I did mine. Whatever format you want to do is up to you. Anyway, if you like the video, helps me out. I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, would love to have you back. Go ahead and hit the button. It's really no commitment. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll see you every week. It'll be great. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.